What's good, everybody? Welcome to Behind Closed Doors podcast. I'm your host, Stephen Quavy, man, and today we got a great episode ahead of y'all. It's my guy, Seth, man. Welcome to the pod, man.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Hey, my boy Seth on the pod as well. He's a pod team, media creator, and right now, today's bag is going to be talking about like a book we recently read, man. It's called The Way of the Superior Man, and we're getting to the bag of just like how to move like a guy. You got to move with precision. Clear mind, state of mind, and I say discipline as well. Would you agree?
Discipline is very important as a man.
100%.
Very important. Undisciplined men make for undisciplined sons. Undisciplined sons make for a bad society.
Yeah, that's true too. What trait do you think you're gonna give to your son? Like, what is your son gonna inherit?
Restraint.
Yeah. Okay. Patience and restraint. I respect that. I say, and my son, probably ambition and then the fear of God as well. You don't have to take that with him because you're going to need it in life, bro.
Yeah, no man except God.
Exactly. You can't fear anybody. And that's what, I don't know why people get anxiety so much, but like, I get anxiety still, but the thing is, you got to kind of believe you're more confident than having been anxious. So whatever you believe, the state of mind you have is different, bro. So your whole mind is crazy. But yeah, bro, how you feel about the Mike Tyson fight versus Jake Paul, bro?
I have no idea why he took that fight.
Yeah.
I feel like Jake Paul is weird for wanting to fight old man.
Yeah.
Fight somebody your own age. Fight somebody who's still in it. He's been retired for how long?
Bro, 20 years.
Like, actually, really?
10 years, decade.
Like, you would not have fought him in his prime because he would have got knocked out.
Bro,
even if you do knock him out, he's old.
Yes.
Like, it's not a real victory for real. Like, you're kind of lame for that.
I feel like Jake pays these people, bro. Like, and they sell themselves for money, and I don't know why people do that. Like, get knocked out to Jake Paul just for the monetary gain. But you can't do that.
I hope Mike did not go for that. I hope he didn't go for that.
I hope. See, we'll see tonight. If he plays like that,
hey,
I don't Mike Tyson. Because, reputation is very important. Like,
yeah, but he's built this reputation of being a warrior.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a killer. And to sell out for money, all that's gone.
Don't get in that bag, man. See. But I ain't gonna lie, he's one of the coolest killers. If you watch like a documentary on Mike Tyson, what I'm expecting tonight, if that guy comes out, Jake Paul will be finished by round 2, round
he might get knocked out round 1. He ain't never been punched by someone as hard as Mike Tyson's punching.
You saw the slap?
Yeah.
You think it was staged?
He barely slapped him, but his neck was red though.
Okay. I don't know if it was staged, but why would someone want to stage a slap? I don't think it was staged. I think it was real. Don't step on a man's foot, especially at parties. People be stepping on people's foot.
That's why I don't be going to parties too much because people be like, "Watch out! Why don't you have some manners? Like, say excuse me or something." Like,
listen, the guy, bro. Why?
It made no sense to me.
Bro. But yeah, getting this bag today, man. I just want to kind of look into it. Part 1 says it's a man's way, and the first chapter, when it comes to mind, when you think of the title, live with an open heart, and even if it hurts, what does that kind of mean to you? Because I think what it says to me, actually, you go ahead, you speak on that.
I mean, I feel like when you live with an open heart, you're open to new experiences, you're open to new feelings, you're open to new people, and that's how you learn, that's how you grow. You have to be able to accept being hurt in these scenarios so you can get what you need to get out of it.
Right.
You might not get something tangible, you might not get something monetary, but you're always going to get something to learn from. You know what I mean?
Okay, yes. So regardless if like you get that bad break, bro, just keep pushing forward, bro. Like at the end of the day, you shouldn't let one situation knock you down. Even we were talking about this earlier, like how we let some situations kind of make us act out of character. Yeah. And we shouldn't. You gotta stay in frame. Be about your business. Yeah, keep yourself busy on your purpose, man. Like some things will try to get you out your way, but really just keep pushing forward.
You stay in your square, you stay in your grind, and you're going to get there.
Yeah, like you're going to get there.
You're going to.
Eventually, man. The next Jones says, it was a chapter that says, live as if your father were dead. But when I first heard this, Jones, I was like, I read the chapter. Now I'm saying, like, it means don't live being coddled by your family the whole time, bro. You got to make your pathway for yourself. You got to be self-sufficient with paying your own bills. Making sure you're taking care of your hygiene, your car, maintaining your whole lifestyle, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. Like once you hop off that porch as a man, you got to do it.
Yeah.
Like there's no going back. You're not a little boy. You have to do it.
Yeah. Your father counseled you all to do all these things, so you gotta let your wings fly. But yeah, bro. Sometimes it's tough being coddled, bro. Like, cause you won't have freedom as a man to just make sure you're doing your things. And plus, hard times build strong men, right? Mm-hmm. So if you want to be a strong guy for your family in the future, you gotta start these habits now, bro. Even the other day, I had a flat tire, bro. I got a flat tire on Tuesday, and I was like, damn, this is tough. But what happened was I did research on like what I should do if I had a flat tire. Luckily, my family had insurance. We got the junk fixed. Mm-hmm. But I just paid down for the tire, make sure it's fixed and all that. I got my car back in my apartment. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm taking care of business without having my dad just do everything for me.
If you don't know something, it's about using your resources to learn something.
100%. Yep.
Even if you don't, if your dad's not there, you know what I'm saying? Use your resources to learn what you need to learn.
Exactly. Yeah. And the thing is, I saw this one thing a while back. Like, we have so much technology in our grasp that there's no excuse why we shouldn't be successful.
No cap. Like, all the information is literally in the palm of your hand. Yeah. So it's like, you want to know something, you want to learn how to do something, go do it. Mm-hmm. Go learn.
100%.
The information is always out there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Wait, come on. And the next thing says, never change your mind just to please your woman.
I mean, that's
a good bag right there.
That's fair. I feel like there's some situations that's not applicable. But I feel like in general, like, you have to, as a man, you got to stand on what you believe in. And once you start pulling back and stepping back, your woman's going to respect you a little less, too.
We'll see. And she'll see it, too.
Yeah. Like, people look at you, like, if you're standing on something 1 second and you're like, actually, never mind. Nah, she see that. And it's like, oh, okay.
She'll be like, he's not strong enough.
You're not strong enough.
Because she's looking at you in the frame like, are you able to leave her family or your family in the future? Mm. So if she sees you're wishy-washy, indecisive, how can she trust your judgment? How can she pick up patterns that she knows that, oh yeah, if he says it this way or he said this certain word, it's over, that's final. So like, you can't give her the air of mystery. They start thinking, start asking questions. Man, yeah, she'll see you in a different light too, bro. But I would see this, bro. You can't change your mind, really. It's like, you gotta take her opinions into consideration as well, because it does matter. Like, maybe she usually, the woman wants the best for you, so she's gonna give you like really, really good wisdom on where to sacrifice. But also, you can't be in a situation where she's kind of like making all the decisions for you guys. Like, don't give her too much of an ear where it's like making you navigate this way. Before you know it, you're puppeting. You're getting puppeted, like, bro.
You are the main driver in your life. Yeah. And you should always be the main driver in your life.
Right.
Stand on your decisions. As an adult, woman or male, you should be able to stand on your decisions. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's important.
That's a good bag. I heard that. Yeah, you the main driver. She the passenger. But the passenger still have a say.
Yeah. The passenger gonna help you. You know, if there's something in the road, you don't see it, passenger gonna help you out, but you're still driving.
100%, bro. Wait. Your purpose must come before your relationships. That's
hard for a lot of people to understand. And it's not even just like romantic relationships, your friendships too. Yeah, because sometimes your mans might be, y'all might not be at the same level.
Right.
You know what I mean? Y'all might not be at the same stage in life. And it's like, you can't sacrifice what you're doing to help them out. Because you still got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? And, as a man, you have to pick yourself up.
Right.
Like, allow help. But when it comes down to it, it's you. Exactly. It's something you got to do.
Yeah.
So
you got to take care of yourself as well. Like, I saw if you guys want to make a distinction on the airplane, if there's ever a situation where it's an emergency, they tell you to buckle your belt first. Put your gas mask on first before you help the next person. Because if you're not taking care of yourself, you will start declining and you kind of lose yourself in the process. Overall, you are their biggest cheerleader. So you have to start talking to yourself like, oh yeah, this is what's best for you. The best way to take care of yourself is putting your purpose first and then also having your discipline at it as well. Mm-hmm. Now, I think we were talking about this too. We're going to have to get into that a little bit later. Like, you don't get lost in your task and do this. Because that's something people get locked into too much. But your purpose does come first, man. And part of it, saying it's kind of like a turn off to your woman if you're putting her number one.
Yeah, it's like you don't have other things to do.
Yeah.
You don't have hobbies
Yep.
and a job.
Yep.
Like some people make their relationship the main cornerstone of their life. And then when that
Right.
relationship ends, it's like, what do you have? You don't got nothing because that was the main thing you had.
That's a sad reality, Seth.
Yeah, and
It's
it's
sad
like
bad.
you can't do that, especially as a man. You
Yeah.
definitely can't do that
Yeah.
because you don't really get the sympathy, the same amount of sympathy
Right.
that a woman would
Yeah.
after a breakup.
Exactly. Yeah. They always got somebody, bro. You really don't got nobody, bro.
Like,
I
yeah,
ain't
you
gonna
got your
lie to
homeboys and stuff, but eventually your homeboys gonna be like, man, come on now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bro. Take care of yourself, bro, for sure. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mission. And what I learned also is it's very, very like it's your masculine trait to seek freedom always. Like you're always going after freedom. You feel me? Like it's something in you. And whenever you kind of get in the mindset of when you want to get things done, you gotta be like, yo, this is gonna help me get farther in the future. This is gonna help me climb the totem pole. So that's that purpose driven mindset. It's really it's something inside a man, like the wolf inside a man. Like let's get this done.
Yeah.
That really drives you, bro. So just keep that first before the relationship. You'll feel it too, bro.
And if you lose that drive, you lose so much more.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You lose so much more than just the drive. You're not. People don't want codependency. That's not something people want.
That's a good way. That's a good way of looking at it. And then speaking, you went to your friend's point. The next chapter says, "Enjoy your friend's criticism."
I got
Enjoy your friend's criticism.
I got
bro.
a lot to say about this.
Bro, talk to me, bro. What?
I feel like so many people get so offended when you call them out for being wrong. I'm not calling you out for being wrong because I'm hating. I'm calling you out because I love you. I'm calling you out because I care about you. I'm calling you out because I want what's best for you. And people don't always do what's in their best interest. That's a fact of nature. People mess up sometimes. And if you can't take criticism, one, that's a sign of a weak mind.
Right.
And two, it's like, really? It messes up your relationships too, because it's like you're getting mad at me for wanting what's best for you.
Yeah, don't do that.
It's childish.
Yeah. Let's mature up a little bit. Like we're not 16 or 15 no more. We're grown adults. You feel me? And I feel like I do appreciate those friends that tell me how it is. Like, yo, Steph, you're really messing up on this opponent. Or when you're too busy, you're really just touching everything. You're not really grabbing anything and putting anything, adding any addition. That type of advice really shapes you to be more intentional with how you do it, because the details matter.
That's facts.
Really, the small details y'all learn, it matters. The small things you remember about things, that's what makes things come together. Like the mics we're wearing right now. If we didn't have mics, we'd be speaking to the camera audio.
Yeah.
Right?
And it wouldn't sound nearly as crispy and nice for all the people watching right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So the small details matter, but going back to the point, it's like your friends are very important to have. So you gotta have the right influences around you too.
That's facts.
You guys already know this. The community you have. Start looking at those people that be like, yo, Josh, how are you doing? Like, you doing okay? Like, or that check in with you. And then I would say, thank those friends for real, because they're trying to see the best out of you. They want to see you accomplish your goals and get ahead in life.
They want to see you reach your potential. And sometimes, 100%. I know for myself, sometimes it's hard to see your own potential, you know, because you're looking at yourself through yourself.
100%.
But other people are looking at outside of you, and it's like they see everything you could be. And so you got to really appreciate the people who are being real with you.
Yeah, shout out to the real people though, bro. I love this book. Y'all got to get this book. The Way of a Superior Man so far is moving smooth. The next chapter says, don't get lost in tasks and duties. Don't get lost in tasks and duties. Say, this means don't lock in too much.
Yeah, you lock in too much, the world's going to pass you by.
Solitude
is important.
Yeah.
But not too much. You don't want to become a recluse, you know, because then you're missing relationships. You're not as social. You don't know how to talk to people as well.
You can't get information. You lose access to information.
You know, you lock in too much. It's like, what are you doing it for?
Yeah.
At that point.
Yep. Yeah. I would say don't get too locked in. And I like this message because oftentimes it's an innate treasure for our guys to just like, or be like, oh yeah, I gotta lock in. I gotta cut out my friends a little bit, distance myself from everybody real quick, and get my things good. Now, honestly, you get money at the end of the day, huh?
I'm very guilty of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. This is a good message for you.
Nah, no, it is.
I'm gonna tell you, bro. Once you get up there, you get your money right. All cool, right? That's cool. You can still get money, but you don't want to kind of do it the wrong way. Part of chasing a bag or chasing your purpose, it includes other people around you to get you to that point. And I feel like oftentimes we make that innate a decision to just seclude ourselves. If you stop secluding yourself and incorporate some people, you can create an influential circle that gives you information twice as fast as the one you're doing by yourself. What are you doing? What are you doing?
No, it's always better to cooperate with people. And the bigger your network is, the bigger waves you can make.
100%. Yeah, that's a good thing. I be chatting people in my day life like to kind of like get information, learn information, and I talk to a lot of people. It helps me learn how to speak to different types of cultures. Having that charisma really will get you a long way in building relationships with people in the future, and they respect you. And one thing said, it kind of traced me back to this book. I know in the 40 Laws of Power, it says isolation is dangerous. So don't even think about isolating yourself because you lose access to information.
I feel like it's a useful tool. You know, when you're really
talk about the sun side of it.
I feel like
dark side.
I feel like it's a useful tool because sometimes you do have to go through things by yourself,
right?
But you shouldn't cut people off. You shouldn't disappear. I'm very guilty of it. Very guilty of it. And it's something I've had to like grow out of as I've gotten older. These people are here for me. They want what's best for me.
100%.
And so like me cutting them off is not helping anybody. It's certainly not helping me. Because they want what's best for me. They're gonna be there for me.
Right.
And so it's like having a bunch of tools lying around to make a shed. You decide, no, I'm gonna do it by hand.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Make it tougher for yourself.
Making it harder for yourself.
Don't do that, man.
Ain't no point in it. You have to be strategic as to when to isolate, when to not. You know what I mean?
I see that. Okay, but and that kind of gets us into part 2. Just like part 2 says in this book, dealing with women, right, and how to deal with your women. It says tolerating her leads to resenting her. Tolerating her leads to resenting her. Why are you tolerating all that, bro? You gotta put security guards or safeguards in front to kind of prepare you for, you know, the waves to come. If you don't have, that's why they have those C blocks so that no city is overflowed. They have those dams, right? Yeah. You gotta create dams, man.
And it's like you gotta create boundaries because if people don't know your boundaries, they're gonna cross them. You know what I mean? They're going to cross them, and you can't keep getting mad at people for crossing boundaries they don't know exist.
Yeah, exactly.
So if your girl does something you don't like, you gotta tell her because she's gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
There's no reason to think, oh, my man doesn't like this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop doing it unless you tell her.
Exactly. And I'm not even saying look for conflict. It's not looking for conflict. Like, you can't be afraid of conflict, bro. You can't be afraid of conflict because essentially that's the best. Conflict is like a way of getting two parties to communicate to each other. And essentially, when people look at conflict as a bad thing, it's not really a bad thing, bro. Conflict builds a barrier for you to how you tolerate stress. It helps you learn how to tolerate stress and communicate basically like your mind to someone else. Communication is key in this world too.
Yeah, it also helps you read other people. You know what I mean? Other people's ebbs and flows. You got to be able to read that to know when to bring something up, when 100%. To step back a little bit, when to give people space.
Yeah,
it's like people who are afraid of conflict don't really get that.
Exactly, because Seth, if you give them an inch, they take a mile.
That's facts.
You give them an inch, they take a mile, bro. I swear it does. It happens too many times, bro. So you gotta set that boundary. And also, if they don't value your time, it's okay to tell them that. And then watch how fast they reply to your text. People hate conflict.
They do.
Like in text, if you text someone like, all right, I'm here, and they miss the meeting, be like, all right, but hey, just hit me whenever you get the chance to respect my time. They'll reply so fast. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, people don't want to
make the extra effort.
People don't want to like seem rude,
disappoint.
Yeah, or disappoint. People really don't want to disappoint. Even if they don't really care.
Yep. I mean, niggas care. I mean, people should care. I would say
people should, but it is what it is.
Yeah. All right. The last Jones says don't force your feminine to make decisions. Don't force your significant other to make decisions.
Yeah, like if you know what you want to do, voice that. Voice that. And if they disagree, have a conversation, blah, blah, blah. But you need to voice your own opinion. Don't force people to make decisions, especially people who don't want to make decisions. You know what I mean? If someone's asking you their opinion or asking you for a decision, they're asking you for a decision for a reason. You know, they're very intentional asking you for your input. So give it.
Don't give the ultimatum, man. And I think a lot of guys make mistakes with this. Like, they're like, oh, what do you want to do? But you already know what you want to do. You want her to say, why are you doing that, bro? Open your fucking mouth.
No, like
open your mouth.
If your girl is like, oh, I don't know where I want to eat, say something. He's like, no. Well, if you don't have any other ideas, we're going here. Like, you know what I mean?
Nah, bro. Yeah, that's how it be, bro. But that's really the bag for the I would say part one of the way to influence or not. The Way of the Superior Man. Get this book. I got it off Amazon. Read it. But ever since it's been OC, bro.
Tap in.
Well, thank y'all for joining us on this pod today. Behind closed doors, man. Seth, man, this guy, OC wise, bro.
Hey, man, try to be.
The BCD team will continue educating y'all real soon. Stay tuned for the next episode.